Another Marvel shirt. Another superhero shirt. Yes, another superhero shirt.
Another Avengers shirt.
Another Avengers shirt, as always.
I think your water's done.
Hey, let me get a little. Let me get. Shit, I think I got it, bro.
All right, bet. You well rested?
Not even, but we're still gonna do this shit. You ready?
Run it up.
Let's do this. I'm getting that back in that 3, 2, 1. We're back. We're here. Back in the stew.
Back in the stew.
Doing our own thing. And we're hitting you again with another superhero review. Not even a review.
Not a review. Kind of little discussion, I guess. We're going to...
Kind of a little bit of review regarding the trailer, I guess. Okay. Kind of like a little breakdown.
More opinions and thoughts.
Yeah, for sure. But we hope you guys are having a great, I guess, week or day, whatever it is.
Weekend, weekday, whatever.
But today's episode, we will be going over the upcoming show, and I think they said June 8th. Miss Marvel.
Marvel, which we just got a trailer for, earlier this week?
Yeah, actually, sometime like in the early days of, I don't know,
like
Monday
or Tuesday.
Some bullshit, I don't know. I just remember I saw the trailer and I had to hit you up about it because what was it? I told you to check out the song. I knew the song would definitely sell you. And for people that don't know Brandon is a very
the biggest Weekend fan. This guy's the biggest Baby Keem fan in San Antonio. I'm the biggest Weekend fan in San Antonio.
No,
I'll let y'all fight me on that one.
I'm pretty sure this guy is actually the Weeknd.
I'm actually his son, so
The Weeknd is literally Brandon.
I've been hiding that one. Yeah, y'all also have not heard me sing off camera, so
stay tuned for
a
little Brandon freestyle.
Yeah,
later
stay tuned
on.
for that music episode when we do it.
God damn, you're so dumb, bro. But we do get what Weeknd song is it?
I can't believe you just asked me that, bro. Only the biggest song of the year, Blinding Lights. So they do play a Blinding Lights remix.
It looked like it was a pretty good fit for I guess the trailer or whatever. Before we really break it down to that, I do gotta say a little bit of, I guess, how much knowledge would you say that you have of Kamala Khan and like just the whole Miss Marvel aspect? Because I mean,
like why she likes Miss Marvel?
No, just like what do you know about her?
I mean, honestly, I only know whatever I've played from the Avengers game. We played that, and obviously playing the campaign, like that game is literally based around her being
some reason,
like the main character.
Fucking Miss Marvel was like my third highest ranked fucking character in
on
Avengers.
That
game. There's no reason for that to actually be, bro. I tried to skip over.
I never even played as her during the campaign. You could choose. I didn't even.
There was one time that we actually jumped into a game. There was actually a guy that was like maxed out ranked
Kamala Khan. Miss Marvel. And it's like, bro, like what for?
That's so dumb. But I mean, kind of like I mean,
it's whatever.
Looking into like the game, what can you kind of like differentiate and kind of like the similarities between, like, I guess, knowing the storyline of it, we know that on there it was Avengers Day when she got her powers or like got cursed or whatever.
Right, yeah, it was like a special day. It was when whatever scientists in that game were like experimenting with, I don't even know what they were experimenting with.
But
they popped that shit out.
Like it mutated like everyone and she got special powers. But
her powers like activated because I think it turned everyone into like Inhumans. Or people that got like affected by it got turned into Inhumans. She got turned into one.
In the trailer, does it show if she gets affected by it or no? I didn't see anything about it.
So in the trailer, it seems like that bracelet. That bracelet in the trailer that she puts on, it almost looks like that. Either she has the powers in it, and maybe that helps her like control it. Maybe, I don't know though. But I think that bracelet is gonna play a factor in terms of her powers. Whether it's activating, unlocking it, or whatever. Because in the comics, at least, it's the same thing as in the Avengers game. It's like a gas. She gets affected by a gas that unlocks her power.
Her ability. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure they hopefully they do follow something like that along the lines. Because it kind of bullshit if she just gets the powers from from the wristband. And we even did see a video before this depicting that like that wristband is supposed to be like nothing, just an accessory.
In the comics at least it's just literally an accessory, but in this one it looks like it's gonna be.
Even in the games it's just like this is gear, you know, you just fucking wear it.
But I did notice in the games like that was one of her gears was a wristband, but like you always changed it. You know, if you know the gear system, you know what we're talking about.
No, yeah, for sure. But for the
as far as her powers,
of course, anyone that actually knows Miss Marvel. Again, I've read not like really about her, but like read her in other comics where she's just in there here and there, and she's a kid. I would even depict like she's probably like younger than Peter Parker whenever he started out. Honestly, the only main thing that really caught a bit was the elasticity, or at least. I wouldn't even say elasticity because like that's like more like Mr. Fantastic's thing. I guess she can. I mean, it is still elastic, but she can form like big, small, like she could do like it all.
What did they call that form in the game when she goes into that giant form? Do you remember what that's called?
Fucking Humongosaur. No, shut up, Benton.
Bruh, Miss Marvel.
But again, like those were the only ones that I could really. Like think about. I mean, even in the game, I think they added like a little bit because I think she's a pretty plain character in the comics. But I think coming into,
I think because she's so new too. Like, didn't they say? Isn't she like a new character? Isn't she newer than like Miles Morales?
No, yeah, like she's new
in terms of
bro.
like story.
Yeah, I mean, like even Miles Morales came out like what in like 2000 like fucking 11 or some shit, bro. Like again, like these characters are new.
Says Colossus, I guess. I don't know.
Bruh.
It doesn't have a specific name. It's not Colossus.
The Colossus form or
giant.
She just goes crazy huge.
Yeah, I thought there
Rick
was
shit. I mean, that was the only time that I would actually like to pop her super and just go ham.
Go dummy because she just.
But in the trailer, we see that she also has another form of like cosmic abilities at the same time, which in what I've seen in the comics hasn't really happened. If anyone does know if she actually does, please let us know. I mean, we'll should probably look a little bit more into that. Yeah, but here's my thing. I think that she'll get the elastic powers from, I guess, being exposed to whatever it is in the show. But the bracelet will actually be a form of cosmic power.
So it'll like kind of adapt. Okay.
Yeah, but she'll definitely have the elasticity, but that stuff I guess is like a little like kind of like to help her out a little bit. Yeah.
Type thing. Okay.
Because they even say in that little breakdown that we're watching that maybe because it was confirmed like later on with what phase are we in? We're in phase 5. We're in phase 5. So I think they said like early on like because it's supposed to be more interactive with the upcoming Captain Marvel 2 movie.
Captain Marvel 2.
So I guess I kind of got to relate. Well, if Captain Marvel has cosmic powers, why don't we just kind of relate it? Because if Kamala Khan's looking up to Captain Marvel so much, it'd be kind of like the same to be like a mentor type little thing. And then also the other actress from the WandaVision show, I forgot her name.
I know her name is Monica.
Monica
Rambeau.
And she's getting cosmic powers too. So I think this show is supposed to be the build up, of course, for the upcoming movie.
Yeah.
Which is just gonna be, I guess, like a cosmic, like just throw out of nowhere. And for being, I guess, we're just gonna see a lot of CGI down the road now.
I think so.
I think we're really going into like the Marvel path of really seeing a lot of course, just. But I mean, I think they do good with CGI now because they're making it looks like really fucking real, you know. So I would like to really see how they continue to do that. From the show, it doesn't really seem like from the trailer, it doesn't really seem like there's a set like villain.
It doesn't.
No, I think
looks like she's kind of adventuring.
And I would actually like really like that because I don't remember like the last show or even movie where we've gone like just like side like there really doesn't need to be a main villain, you know?
Especially not yet.
Yeah.
It's so early on into her. Seems like to be like the famous trope is like they get their power and then immediately some villain comes in that can like counter it or whatever, and now early on into their careers are facing this challenge of a supervillain. And
then the only thing that we saw in the trailer was just like a SWAT team, right?
I think so.
There's like a SWAT team in there, probably like some bullshit's gonna happen in the show.
I'm sure she just like does something and people freak out and then
And then they
She has
just
to
go.
Oh, it's just a kid, and then they're like, oh, false alarm. I
But
just
even
got powers.
even at that, I mean, if they were to put a main villain in, can you search up what I guess like what
Kamala Khan villains.
Kamala Khan villains there are? Because I mean, in the top of my mind, I can't really see. Like, if anything, it would probably like bunk off some of the villains that we already have. Because I'm pretty sure that it'd be too risky to make a new one. What is this? The Master?
I guess so. Who is Kamala Khan arch enemy? The inventor?
Mr. Edison?
Mr. Edison? I don't know who the
Thomas Edison? Thomas Edison from the past?
The Thomas Edison
Going crazy dumb on
gets
this?
revived. Just like when Venom became Spider-Man's most hated enemy, Storm Ranger.
So they're just throwing out fucking names out of here, bro.
Listen, I don't know who any of these people are.
I'm telling you, man. Like these new comics are just like throwing out some bullshit to where I don't really even know who's up to date now. Again, like I basically just follow people that already have been set in the comic book universe and just follow like their kind of storyline down the road because it's already been adapted too much. I can't really keep up with any of these new ones, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
No, they're really gonna pull something out of their ass for the show.
It's probably gonna be some like petty one that's gonna lead into like a bigger one. I want to say it's gonna be kind of the same thing as like Falcon and Winter Soldier villain, just like literally.
See, like if they do, and that's another role that they had tried to do, where I guess trying to make it a not like a main villain, but like there's that whole like organization, kind of like a. Like a Hydra-esque type thing, you know, and that would be pretty cool if they actually made like Captain America movies. It was just straight fucking Hydra, and they didn't have like a super villain behind it. But of course, you know that's how most of these movies are. But doing it with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it really didn't pan out the way. And honestly, I don't think that for that show that was actually the way they wanted to go. It just happened super late. I think also with like stuff happening in actual time and like real life.
Yeah.
That they switched up the script and did a whole bunch of other stuff like for it. But for this, nothing's really been going on with. They're gonna tie it into like the real world like somehow.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Skrulls are gonna have something to do in this show, being that she's connected to Captain Marvel. Maybe
they need it also. Yeah, I mean
maybe she'll come across some Skrulls, and then that's how she gets introduced to Carol. Since she's the one that deals with them. I'm onto it. I just figured out this whole fucking show.
Probably like a fucking ending type shit. You probably just broke the case, bro.
I probably did. I already
After you just said that, they're really going to release the episodes now.
I know. They're like, well, this guy got it. Now we have to drop the show early.
But yeah. No, I can kind of see that. But of course, being like towards the end of the thing. I know you had mentioned even watching the trailer that towards the end, you're thinking that that whenever she gets her costume, like everyone knows what the Kamala Khan costume looks like.
Just a lightning bolt blue little red cape.
You're saying that scene where she has the full fit and she's like fucking...
Where she's leaping. Because she actually has, in the comics, she actually has her hair down. In that scene when she's jumping. But like, it looks like she might get the suit. Or she'll probably get like a pretty close version of her comic accurate suit in the middle of the show. But it looks like every time we see her in that one, she's still got her hair tied up. And I think at some point towards the end, maybe she's gonna like want it out, and it looks like maybe she cuts it. But that scene in the trailer, if you know what we're talking about, where she like leaps across the rooftop, it's like a dark scene. She leaps out across the rooftop, and she kind of goes. Looks like she's going for like this slam. I think that's gonna be at the end of the show, because they like to do that in these shows. Is like they give them, they kind of have just like a regular suit, but it builds up to like them becoming that character, and at the end they get their comic accurate suit. I think that's what that is. I don't know. That's just a small little thing that I am guessing.
How many shows have already done that? Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Hawkeye did that one.
Hawkeye definitely did that.
Hawkeye
everyone knew already Hawkeye.
WandaVision, so. They kind of got their WandaVision.
Yeah, I know there's a different suit for the upcoming Doctor Strange movie.
That one looks even more comic accurate.
Of course, they didn't do that with Loki. Loki went down like a whole different path, but it's really kind of interesting coming out with these shows because somehow these shows are always connected to bigger projects such as movies like down the road.
Yeah.
So I mean, of course, it's definitely going to be connected to Miss Marvel, but also we got to take into consideration that there's other things that are going on in the universe to where how are all these like right now we have
That's
multiverse still. We have time travel. We have this cosmic shit. What is this really gonna like lead into, like down like the future, like
big picture?
Because it's like we're seeing like different parts of it, and of course I know we all know that the upcoming main big bad is we're like in the Kang saga right now.
Maybe even Galactus.
Shit, maybe even
but they haven't.
So I mean, how are they gonna? I mean, I guess I can kind of see how they would mix everything in there, but that's still like a long way down the road, you know, like with all the projects I
think that's still like another 5 to 10 years.
We're not gonna get any big team up until like then. But I mean, of course, we're just gonna keep on seeing these shows and movies go down slightly different paths.
I think they're taking two routes. I think they're taking a street level now. Now, especially now that they have the rights to the street level characters, I think they're gonna go that way, and a cosmic way. And they're gonna be during the build up to, like, I guess the next Avengers movie, maybe the next big Avengers movie. Somehow towards that end is when they're gonna bring them back together. I think it's gonna be some shit like maybe the cosmic guys need more like team members, so then they recruit the ground level superheroes, and then they combine, take on big threat. But I think for right now they're gonna split up the universe.
So the split up for a bit, yeah. So the real question is, after this series, is Kamala Khan
That's a good question.
Street, or is she gonna be a cosmic?
I feel like
the way. I mean, if they're going the Captain Marvel route, it's always like it's kind of like.
I think she's gonna be cosmic.
She'll be cosmic, which I mean.
I think she's just gonna be very low in the cosmic because she's still brand new to this. She's also still a kid, so I think she's just gonna get like thrown into it.
Better not be any bullshit where like she develops and she can fly like later on. That would really piss me off.
I mean, she kind of can. She was walking on air with her little cosmic, those little steps.
I don't really know how like that would feel, because I know that, like, of course, the lightning bolt in the comics, that a lot of people actually don't really remember this, but take it to Captain Marvel. Before she was decked out in red and blue, she was actually straight black.
Yeah.
And she had a red rope around her. But the main thing that gave it away was that she had that lightning bolt. That was her signature. That was Captain Marvel. But then, now, give it to Miss Marvel. She has the lightning bolt too. But, like, it's kind of like the reason she wears that is because of Captain Marvel. So how is there a little
it's like her biggest
similarity? Like because Captain Marvel in this universe has a star.
Mm-hmm.
And then she has the little lightning bolt. I'm just like, bro, like, that's the whole point. I mean, like, I get it. Like, you can just connect it easily. Be like, oh, I just look up to her or whatever. But, like, that's the reason why she wears the shit,
it's because of that, but maybe we'll see Captain Marvel's suit like that. Maybe they'll do it backwards. They started her off with red and blue, and then maybe she'll get the. Maybe she'll get the black suit. I mean,
this red and blue looks pretty dope already.
It does look cool. Which everyone's shitting on Captain Marvel, by the way. It was alright.
Who, me?
I'm just saying everyone in general.
Oh yeah, I'm shitting on Captain Marvel. I mean, not like to the point where like it's like dog shit, but just like it's not the best one, you know.
It's not the best, but it was alright.
Ever since I gave Brie Larson this role, she's been cocky as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. If you hear in interviews, bro, I love Brie Larson, but like she needs to tone it down just a bit.
I guess I get
But
I understand. But
I mean, I think I'm excited for a show. Again, I think it's always it's different to see, I guess, like the younger people build up, because I mean, I think the only thing that we got close to younger is Kate Bishop, but even at that, it wasn't like.
I think the reason they're doing this now is because like their general audience has gotten older, so I think they're trying to reappeal to the kids of this generation. That's just me pointing out, which makes it. I think it makes sense.
But also, you got to remember that like these superheroes that they're bringing in like now like to the universe, like
they're also more like advanced. They're super complicated. They're getting into a more complicated route. With all these cosmic powers and everything, they're getting more advanced, and I think they're just trying to throw out some kid stuff so that way the kids can understand what the hell is going on.
That too, but what I was gonna say is that there's not really that many more superheroes after that. I mean, again, like there's superheroes that Marvel didn't really have the rights yet to.
Yeah.
Like, which again, that still appeals to the older audience. How many more young people do we have? We still have. Hopefully, Miles comes in sometime soon.
Have you seen the whole Jaden Smith thing? I told you about that, right?
Yeah, you had the Will Smith thing that was happening and all that stuff. So I mean, hopefully that happens. But who else is young that we can kind of like bring to like a younger audience?
A young character?
Yeah, I can't really think of anything from the top of my head right now.
No, but I think they're gonna use Kate Bishop.
The Young Avengers.
Miss
I didn't
Marvel.
even think about that.
Yeah, they do have the Young Avengers, but I don't know. I don't see any of these like Avengers now having kids anytime soon. You know what I mean?
Hell no. They pull out like, out of nowhere, Steve Rogers has a kid.
I guess I wouldn't be opposed.
I wouldn't be opposed to that too. I mean, but it would just be a fucking Captain America little rip off again. But
like, I don't know.
like,
Maybe
we're
if
we're
after
looking at characters right now, but I don't really see like people that actually I'm familiar with.
Cassandra.
Do they have like a character list right there or no?
Right here, yeah, a little bit.
Just two.
Hulkling. Hey, if She-Hulk is coming out pretty soon,
She-Hulk is coming out.
They could have a kid.
Yeah, I think Hulkling actually has wings, actually. But I mean, if anything, like the way that they'll do it, I'm pretty sure they put Kamala Khan around in that area for a Young Avengers type thing. But
yeah. America Chavez, I forgot. America Chavez.
Oh, she's gonna be in the multiverse.
Yeah, so she'll probably be. Yeah, she'll probably play a pretty important like role.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. So yeah, I mean, I think they'll all connect at some
That could be
certain point.
leading to it. I think that might even be it. If it's Kate Bishop, Kamala Khan, America Chavez, and the fuck else did we just say?
It should be just like a random like.
It's gonna be a super. I don't think it's gonna be like an actual Young Avengers cast. I think it's just gonna be young people. But I don't know. That makes sense. They could build to that, and especially if mutants come into the universe.
I didn't even see
that.
That's what I was saying too. Is that like we didn't even have like again for the older audiences as well. But I mean, even at that, mutants they really focus on the older ones. So I mean, would we really even have? Well, I mean, yeah, I think we'd still.
I
have
think
a
they'd
little
just
bit
be
of time.
teenagers, which is what
they'll make a
Young
show
Avengers
out of
kind
it
of
too.
are. Yeah, exactly. So.
I'm pretty sure, like, if they actually had nailed New Mutants right, they probably would have brought those characters on. But I mean, it didn't really, you know. I mean, they're out there.
We don't need to talk. Yeah,
they're somewhere
they're
there.
in the universe out in Fox, but they're just we're gonna leave them over there.
And you can kind of tell that also this show. I mean, it's like you said, it's real kid based. Like you tell, like just by like the animation wise of the show.
Yeah.
So how do you
almost like a homecoming approach, like
even
like
at that? I mean,
said.
I've seen like not even just like superhero shows in general, but I've seen shows based off of young kids that turn out into great. Not even I want to say great, but like really solid, good.
Mm-hmm.
I guess just like shows to watch for them being a younger base. Like again, like we even see like Stranger Things is mainly kids.
Now they're all grown.
Now they're on grow, but like for them to start off at like an age like that, they still sold the show. You know.
Yeah.
So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if who's playing Kamala Khan? What's her name?
Let's see. It was Avani, I think. Something.
And she seems like a really really sweet girl. I even saw a video of Marvel posting like she looked like she was really really invested into wanting to actually.
Iman Vellani or Eamon Vellani. I'm sorry if I said that name wrong.
I mean, we're all learning new cast names over here. But she seems like she was pretty devoted into the role, and she's actually really excited. Again, I still get like, how old is she? Because I mean, she's acting like a fucking young kid
in the show or like in real life.
In real life.
19.
She's 19. Like, see, even at that's still a pretty good age because she has the.
She looks very young though.
The young looks for the high schooler, you know.
Yeah.
Comparison to like Kamala Khan, I mean.
The Marvels. That's right. It's not gonna be.
It's been
Oh shit. Oh, okay. Forgot. It's not Captain Marvel 2. It's the Marvels. I think is gonna be the second.
See,
one.
Then yeah, that would definitely be like a little.
That
bit
would
of
make sense.
They'll be able to flex around it like a bit, just like open it up a little bit more. Maybe like wanting to be like an outer space type thing. It'd probably be like a down to earth little some big threat that comes under some shit. Comparing her to comics and video games, she doesn't really. She kind of looks like it, but at the same time, not really. Because I think I'm just familiar with the.
I think Kamala Khan in the comics and shit is like taller. She looks very short.
She's short with it, and then it's kind of funny seeing her in that little Captain Marvel suit that she has.
It's pretty funny.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty iconic though.
But Yeah, I'm really excited for the suit. The suit actually looks really like the game.
It looks promising, yeah. It looks just like the game one.
So, I mean, I'm pretty sure they baked off of that. They were like, well, we got to give some credit to that shitty-ass Avengers game, so let's take the fucking suit from it.
Had to do what they can to do.
Oh, God.
They're trying to resurrect it, but it's not working.
Maybe after the show, maybe they'll be like, oh, I love Kamala Khan, let me hop on Avengers, she's on it. And then people will be like so hyped to play it and then be so disappointed again. But
we can only hope.
Hope for the future, but
for them,
I'm excited for it. Honestly, I mean, again, not like fucking on my knees, like begging for it to come out already. Because I mean, there's other better anticipated shows coming out, but I wouldn't be surprised that there's also like some of the shows that we think are gonna be super fucking hype. Quote unquote Captain America and the Winter Soldier, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Well, at the end of it, it's a Captain America Winter Soldier. Again, I had so much high expectations for that, but it was always the ones that I thought were like super like low key that we're gonna see what I did there, low key. Like low key was actually the ones that I didn't think that was gonna do that well, and it did because it became something bigger. So maybe like I know everyone's hyped for this Moon Knight that's coming out, but
I really like Hawkeye though. I'm gonna be real honest. Out of all the ones
Hawkeye was actually really good.
Out of all the ones that are out already, as far as Marvel shows, excluding What If, I think Hawkeye is my favorite.
Loki's my favorite.
I really like
Hawkeye's at a second right now for me.
Anyways.
But again, like, what if everyone's so hyped about this Moon Knight? Everyone's like cool with Miss Marvel, but what if Miss Marvel actually turns out into a better thing than Moon Knight? And that's actually going to be really like difficult too because I mean they're both
very distinct.
They're
like
different.
Moon Knight is going to be very adult.
They're different levels. Yeah.
Miss Marvel is going to be very kid, so maybe they'll be like equally successful just to the different like respective audiences that they're meant for. Like Moon Knight is obviously meant for us, you know what I mean, the older generation that has been watching Marvel. Miss Marvel is also for us, but seems like it's going to pertain again to bring back the kids. So maybe you never know, they could be on the same level. But I think as long as people watch them both with that distinction that okay, Miss Marvel is supposed to be almost like a kid show and then Moon Knight is supposed to be an adult show, I think they'll be fine.
Especially for critics wise. Like,
exactly.
I mean, honestly, like, again, you
cannot compare those.
You can't compare them.
You cannot compare these two shows.
So, I'll be excited to see what it brings. But again, excited for Ms. Marvel. I'm excited for all these other characters that are actually just coming into this universe to kind of just really set the tone of what else is to come for something bigger. But
they're doing a lot. They're bringing a lot of characters.
Exactly. And again, we're just going to keep on going over like reviews of what's going to come to be and what's to happen.
Yeah.
So probably whenever the first episode of Miss Marvel comes out, we'll do a little review over like that.
Yeah. As far as we'll probably talk about Moon Knight pretty soon.
We will. There is a whole bunch of other Marvel things coming up. Of course, we still have we can cover a lot from Moon Knight. Fuck Titans.
Titans.
There's a lot of Moon Knight talk that we couldn't talk about later on, especially for it being this Moon Knight month that we're probably just gonna do a lot of reviews over it, like coming up.
Yeah.
But stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for more Miss Marvel coming in during the summer. Just stay tuned for a whole bunch of other stuff. Also, go check out some of our other episodes. I know this was a really short one, but I mean, we can't really like get that much out of, especially a character that we are kind of familiar with, play with here and there, but also we didn't get as much out of it of a trailer. We just kind of just saw like a glimpse of, oh, this seems like a cool kid show. Mm-hmm. Time to go watch it whenever it comes out. Yeah. Brandon, you have any other statements you want to say about Ms. Marvel? Or
I'm pretty excited for it. I think it's going to be a fresh new take on the universe. I think it's going to be good regardless, so I'm pretty excited for it.
So yeah, it'll be pretty dope. So we just keep this going, but go check out everything else that we've been doing. We got something big coming up. That's Gibby in the background spinning the wheel from last episode. And look, hey Marvel? Miss Marvel? See, like, goddamn.
Oh my god, that's like crazy.
That. But yeah, so we hope that you guys are having a beautiful morning, evening, afternoon,
whatever
nighttime you're trying to listen to this at.
Currently is.
And as always, every time that we close out, we do want to say that always, give us a shout out. Recommend us to anyone else that you think that would actually like to listen. Support us, DM us about anything that you always want us to cover. I know that we had just done the Twilight last episode. New Moon coming very soon as well.
Yeah.
New Moon, Moon Knight, fucking
everything's connected. We just got Marvel on the wheel.
Twilight's connected to the Marvel universe.
Edward Pattinson as a Marvel character.
Pattinson, Batman, DC versus Marvel. See, like the possibilities are endless.
There's so much.
But yeah, but thank you again. Much love, peace, love, and positivity to y'all. And as always, I'm Nene.
I'm Brandon.
And we'll talk geek for a sec for you later. Oh, we're already done.
We're done.
Oh,
We just finished.
like,